This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations, whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hi guys, welcome to the show. I am Retro Nerd Girl, and I am broadcasting live from the International Science Fiction Space Station. And I'm so happy to be celebrating my birthday with you guys. So it is a lot of fun. I've never celebrated my birthday on a live stream, so this is a new thing for me. I think what I'd like to do is proceed as we would normally do our Wednesdays, but also have a little bit more fun in the process. So I've already seen the amazing and incredible amount of love I've been receiving in the chat of you guys just saying happy birthday. And I would say that my eyes are very dewy right now because I get emotional about these things. So thank you so much for all of the very kind words. And let's get to those kind words right now by reading what's going on in the chat. And first up, we have Brogu. Brogu. Oh, first of all, let me make sure that you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me, right? I hope so. I hope so. As far as I can see, I think you can. Um, Brogu says, Retro Nerd Girl, for 7 years now, you have given us some amazing videos, but more than that, you have blessed us with your charm, intellect, and beauty. Your closing video is very telling. Your life is about to pick up speed. Oh, you're on our rocket, on your rocket ship. You'll blast off into cosmic space. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. You deserve everything that's coming. Happy birthday, RNG. Thank you so much. Those are really sweet words. I really appreciate them so much. You guys are just so wonderful. Thank you. I have the best community of friends here, so definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Definitely, um, absolutely, definitely, absolutely. And Outcast Creative is here. Says happy birthday. Um, I am around prepping our top 5 Burt Reynolds movies for later. You're welcome on that, by the way. So you can pop and say hello if you're having guests. Um, um, or I can just wave from here. Oh, okay, yes, I hear what you're saying. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if I should have any guests on today because I definitely want to get to the news portion. Kind of, um, well, it's just the regular Wednesday morning stuff. So, um, I will definitely maybe at the end if you're still around. And Lord Toth is here. Says, "Happy birthday." Thank you so much, Lord Toth. I really appreciate that. So great to see you. And Chris B is here, says happy birthday, RNG. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, guys. Unicorn Rampant Studio is here and says good morning and happy birthday, RNG. And we've got a cake. We have somebody with that's celebrating. We have oh, I don't know what they're called, but those celebrating confetti makers, balloons. I've got presents, and I can't make out the last thing. I can't make out that last item, but still, thank you very much for the emojis. You know how much I love emojis. And I do have a package that you sent me, so thank you so very much. Um, I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Thank you very much. You're so kind. Um, and Corey Got Killing says, happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thanks for being on this special um, video or live stream today on this special day. And Keith E says, Hooper here. Have a happy birthday. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Hooper. And Wade is here. Says, happy birthday. Thank you so much, Wade. It is so good to see you. The Outcast Creative says, currently watching Sharky's Machine in true retro fashion. Oh, I've never heard of that. Is that a movie or something? And Keith E says, Hooper says, are the lobby. Oh, okay. Have to. Siri is doing something. Cooper is in the lobby. They have VIP. They have a VIP line, and I'm glad you made it in. Other line is about 5,000 people long, and they've had to been put on a porta potty out here. Oh my goodness! It's a lot of people in the lobby. Wow. And William Blake Hall is here. Says, happy birthday, RNG. Hope you got my list of movies in the email. Hoping to catch some Princess Bride later. Yes, yes, yes. I did get your email. I definitely I love your suggestions, and You know, they're really awesome. I didn't get to reply because everything is so crazy, but thank you so much. I appreciate the you sending me that list. And Keith E says, "Welcome." Oh, it's just saying hi to William. Okay, you guys are speaking with each other. Let's see if I can. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Yay, Wednesday morning!" Yes, yes. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You know who's here? Let's see. Um, Charm Charm Como Magic is here. Says happy birthday. Thank you so much. I've got a cake, a confetti maker, and I don't know what that one thing in the middle is, but and then I got champagne glasses. Oh, I like that. Champagne glasses. Right? Cheers. I don't have champagne today. I just have my nutrient drink here, my um, meal replacement drink. So we're I tried to get something special this morning, like some coffee or some kind of cookie, and it didn't quite work out. And Outcast Creative says, "Congrats on your 39th retro, big 40 next year." We wish. Yes, yeah, we're all 39-ish, yes. I wish I could still do that one, but, it's run its course. And Barry on says, "I've been 39 for several years now." Oh, yeah, I was 21 for the longest time. I was like, I liked my 21st birthday so much, I just kept on saying saying all my birthdays were 21st birthday. Um, and, Unicorn says 39, the longest year. And I'm waiting for that final, the final, countdown. Um, and, William Blake Hall says, "Hailing frequencies open, the ISFSS looks fine." Yes. Um, and Outguy says, he's been, uh, 39 for 11 years now. Um, and, let's see, did I miss something? Oh, and Marianne, that reminds me, the comedian Jack Benny turned 39. He decided that he would stay 39 forever. RNG could do the same. Oh, I, I, I'm okay. I can. You guys are so sweet. Oh, look, Teary Eyes Anderson is here. Happy birthday. We have a lot in common because I seem to always be teary eyed. So great to see you. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Um, and awesome. You guys can hear me just fine. Let's see. Uh, and you've gone full sci-fi Barbie. Yes. Well, I decided I was gonna wear my little jumpsuit today, but I think maybe I'm looking for a blue one, so I wanna see if I can find a blue one like this. That'd be fun. I think it would be fun. And, Darkwing Duck is here. It says, "Happy birthday." I got some emojis here too. We've got, a cake, a celebratory person. We've got, a confetti maker, balloons, and presents. Thank you so much, Darkwing. And, Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Yes, thank you. I didn't know, what that last emoji was either. Those were just all the ones related to your birthday. Oh, to birthday. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never seen that one before. And, Darkwing is so sweet. Um, Thank you so much, Darkwing Duck, for the $2 super chat. That's so wonderful. Thank you. Again, says happy birthday. That's so wonderful. And of course, I have a little thank you for you. Um, And, and, Unicorn says, "Yes, glad you received it. Yes, it was just wonderful. Thank you so much. Loved, everything in there." And one one of the things I have already, but I'm such a nerd. I'm so happy to have a double. I'm a true nerd. Shannon says, oh, yes, it's marking Keith E. presents. Yes. Uh, good to see you, Shannon. And let's see. Oh, look, it's Geek Legion of Doom. Guys, what a wonderful channel. If you haven't been over there yet, go on ahead and check out Geek Legion of Doom. Incredible reviews, movie reviews over there, and says, "Happy birthday to my Leo, my fellow Leo." Thank you. Oh my gosh. Yes, we are both Leos. Yes, what a wonderful channel you have. Definitely love your channel. And Franny Dal, Franny Di is here. Hello there, and says happy birthday. Thank you for your entertaining perspectives. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much. I'm, every time, like, around my birthday, either I get really super, super happy or I get super, super down and, or like, I'm like, what is it all for? Every once in a while, like, you just feel like, and that's how I've been lately, not really feeling as happy as I really should feel. And, this really does brighten my day and makes me feel like I'm on the right path. um, so thank you so much, Franny Di. Wow for Leos. Thank you. And Outcast Creative says, I'm a nerd girl. All good. Just let me know. My stream is in 4 hours. I'm cooking you a birthday steak before then, which I shall eat in your honor. Well, thank you, because I don't eat steak. But it's great. I'm so glad that you'll have that steak and enjoy it. Just savor every single drop. It sounds like it's gonna be delicious. And Holy Hand Grenades is here. What a name. I love your name. It says happy birthday. Thank you so much. And with a big smile and a presents. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And DJ Hellhammer 66 is here and says, Happy birthday, Boo. Enjoy your special day. Salute. Oh, a salute to you as well. And Outcast Creative says, Sharky's Machine stars Burt Reynolds, but also the first film he directed, I think. Oh, okay. Yeah, never heard of it. Definitely. I'm learning, guys. Keith says either spend 50 on a gift card or hit the thumbs up. Oh, yes, I'll just take the thumbs up. It'll be fine. I'm just happy that you guys are watching. Geek Legion of Doom says, are you going out with friends, family over the weekend to celebrate? No, I usually keep it very quiet around here. I'm kind of secluded, if you will. So there isn't any of those guys around here to celebrate with me at the moment. But I usually fare very well on my birthdays as far as going, um, uh, uh, you know, um, celebrating at home. And this is definitely a big deal. So I'm really happy to do this live stream. This is pretty cool. And Sean Ennis says Sharky's Machine is a good movie. Great cast: Brian Keith, Rachel Ward at her best, Charles Durney, Casey, Henry Silver, and Earl Holliman. Really? Wow! 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 And William agrees. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "I like being old." No, you're not. You're not old. I don't I actually like, when I think about everything, I'm like, "I'm cool with my age." Like, that's not a problem. I there's, like, other things I might wanna change, but my age is fine. I think it's given me a lot of you know, perspective. It's, like, helped me to mature. Because when I was younger, it was a lot crazier, a lot wilder, and I didn't really quite have my head straight, all the time. So, I think now that I'm older, I can, like I try to be as fair as possible. I try to make, like, better decisions. Definitely, um different, energy going on as I've gotten older, and I like it, I like it, I like it. She likes it. And Rosa says, "Aren't you 39? Never looked so good." Ah, you're so sweet. And look, Koj is in the house. How are you, Koj? At work, but sneaking in to say happy birthday. Oh my God. We got emojis. Oh, I think I know what that symbol is. I think that's a fortune cookie. I think that's a fortune cookie. I think so. We've got a cake. We have someone celebrating. We've got a confetti maker and a balloon and a present, and possibly a fortune cookie. I think so. I think it's a fortune cookie. Holly Can Grenade says, "Whatever your age is, you look really good still. Don't worry about it." Thank you. Thank you. That is so sweet. That is a really nice thing to say. Really appreciate that. And I don't mind a few wrinkles and the only thing I don't like about getting older is the lack of energy that sometimes happens as you get older, being more prone to sickness and things like that, and also um, like some of the other things, like just the deteriorate physical issues like losing more and more of your motor skills and things like that. I try to exercise and keep that stuff up, but time really catches up to you eventually. Sometimes I won't say all the time. Um, and the Outcast agrees. It's an interesting movie to watch after all this time. Last time I saw this was in the 80s. Sorry, Gator was Reynolds' first directing debut. Oh, okay. And Coach J says, "Happy birthday, Retro!" with lots and lots of confetti makers. And Sean Ennis says, "When I lived in LA, I saw Henry Silva at a movie theater. It's He still creeps me out from that role." Charles Durning once Charles Durning once at a gas station. "I never bother these people, usually just nod and smile." Yeah, me too. I usually don't. I used to, like, a long, long time ago, whenever I saw a celebrity, I used to always like, "Oh my God, can I take a picture?" And I ended up having, like, quite a few pictures with celebrities, but uh it just feels empty after a while, and you realize I just that's just somebody that I bugged to take a picture, and they're just doing it, but they're it's not because we're friends or anything. So I, like, realized, like, oh, wow, I put myself in their position, like, what it must be like to just have some stranger come up to you and wanna take a picture of you. Um, and Uh, then I just, I stopped too. I just was like, it was nice enough just to see them. And there's a lot that I've just seen and never took pictures of, so which is really kind of kind of nice too. So um, let's see what else are you guys saying. Um, And William says, the list I email is not so much suggestions, though you can watch all you want, but just my trying to help the argument. There are a lot of very old but very good movies. Just take a look. Yes, yeah, oh yes, definitely. I think Guys, my mommy is in the chat. Oh my God. Tubman is my mom, if anybody does not know. Um, yes, yes, yes. So good to see you in here. Love you, mommy. You did some great work, what, some odd years ago. We won't reveal, how long ago it was, just even though I'm not ashamed of how old I am, but, yes, you're so awesome. I miss you. I wanna give you a hug and kiss. Thank you for being here. She's still 16. Yes, is she oh gosh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, and Stephen Ransom is here. Oh, so good to see you. Says, happy birthday. And do I see a snowman? You know how much I love Christmas. Now, I don't know what the blue thing is, but there's a hat and there's a cake, and we like that. Thank you, Stephen. And Unicorn says, it's saying hi to my mommy. Let's see. And William Blake Hall says, I recall that old Subaru commercial. A dad is preparing a little girl to drive. Then at the last minute, she becomes the grown woman she really is. Oh, I've never seen that one. Let's see. And Keithy says he remembers that one. Uh, Joabo says, happy birthday, RNG. May your day be filled with joy. Thank you, Joabo. Thank you for stopping by. Really appreciate that. And Brogu says, I know what you mean about getting older. When I played football, I had no problems. Now, uh, one, t- uh, one time I got out of bed and twisted my knee. Ooh, yeah, just for getting out of bed, right? Like you get injuries for doing just doing the simplest things. But I should not talk. My mom is here and she is a trooper. My mom says, I love the old black and white movies. Oh, yes. And I love you too. I have an extra room. You have that's right, you have an extra room now. Is that an invitation? And, you guys are so cute. Yes, you guys are saying hi to my mom, my my mommy, and, William Blake Hall says, "Some of my favorite TV was black and white, just some, as the, original Outer Limits." Ooh, that's so good. Original Outer Limits and The Twilight Zone. Oh my gosh. You just play that on loop. Brogan says, "I have a fantastic daughter." Oh, you have a fantastic daughter. Mommy, you're getting compliments. And Unicorn says, Mama says, come home, little bird or baby squirrel, whatever cute animal he wanted to be. And tell him you must enjoy the way. Yes. Yeah. Oh, what a ooh. Poignant. See, this is my mom. She just comes up with all of the really amazing things that just comes out of nowhere. Just poignant, poignant. Oh my God, Rhea. Oh, so good to see you. Oh my God, you are just one of the most amazing people that I have met via the internet in the last couple of years. Just incredible. Um, I hope you were doing well. It says, happy birthday, RNG. Hope you have a wonderful day celebrating. And I've got like an emoji going on here. And I'm not sure what it says, but let me see if I can scroll. I'm going to use my auxiliary computer to see what that was. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I can't find it, but yeah, oh my gosh, that just saw that you became a brand new member, Rhea. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm actually gonna drop a video this week, guys, for all the members. And I am really excited. It's gonna be more comic books. I seem to have a lot of comic books that I want to share with you guys. And my mommy says, yes, it's an invitation. The rent is here. The rent here is outrageous. Raging. Oh, yeah. Yeah, New York needs you. Oh gosh. Yeah, I just have to make that New York money. And Keithy says, my mother told me that your mother is the most important person in your life at all times, no matter what. It's true. It's so true. Oh, look, it's Moonbeam87. So glad to see you. Says, happy birthday, Retro Nerd Girl. And we've got lots and lots and lots and lots of confetti makers, and possibly we think those are we think those are fortune cookies. Um, and we've got cake, and we've got, I'm not sure what those other things are. They're lights. Oh, there's stars. Okay, stars and light bulbs. Thank you. Thank you so much, Moonbeam. And just wonderful to have you as one of our regulars. Just wonderful conversations that you inspire. So thank you for being here, and it's been wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And it's also saying hi to my mommy. And William Blake Hall says, you are needed everywhere, Adona, Captain Kirk, the mark of Gideon. Oh, really? You are needed, you are needed everywhere. Um, and let's see. And Rhea is here, says, and has emojis. Let me, I want to see them. Let's see. Oh, yes, 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 from the memberships. That's right. You guys also with the memberships, you do get those really cool emojis. Um, and oh, my mommy says we need to make some doll clothes. Yes, we do. I have lots already, but we need to. And we have an extra doll to add to the collection thanks to Unicorn Rampant Studio. So we gotta make some doll clothes. And Jack Vermont is here and says, "Happy birthday." Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Jack. We really appreciate that. And let's see. And Rhea says, "Of course, congrats on all your awesome retro movie content. Love celebrating the classics." Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. We wanna get really I really wanna get into all of the classics if I can. Eventually, it'll take some time. And my mommy says, "Is that Star Wars backdrop?" No, it's my spaceship. I'm on the International Science Fiction Space Station, and it is, it's operational. And Wade says, black and white movies, sci-fi, like I was a teenage werewolf, Atom Age, vampire, 1960, so on. Yeah, that good stuff. The good stuff. And William Blake calls says to my mommy, I kind of hope not. She's in the yes, that's right. And high over Earth and planets are awfully vulnerable in the Star Wars cosmos, right? Oh my God. Planets are always blowing up. And my mommy asked, did you see the new Barbie movie? Yes, I did. And I liked it a lot. Did you see it, mommy? Let me know. And if anybody wants to share their thoughts on Barbie, we might as well talk about Barbie. I do have a slideshow for news and stuff. We can go over after we're done chatting. I'm definitely enjoying talking to you guys. Moon Boom says fireworks on your birthday with virtual cake. Yes, I love it. It's almost like the real thing. And John and it says, uh, oh, I must have skipped something. I'm like, I walked right in the middle of your private conversation. And William Blake Hall says, I haven't yet. I leaned the Oppenheimer way. Okay, what did you think of Oppenheimer? Just briefly for everybody. I think you told me, and you may have mentioned it in an email, but I'm not sure. Super Brocari is here and says, "Happy birthday, Retro! Swinging by to wish you the best. We'll have to catch the rest on replay. Have an amazing day." Oh, thank you. Thanks for stopping by, Super Bro Corey. You're awesome. And let's see. Let's see. Jack Lumen is here and says, "Happy birthday, Retro Nerd Girl. I have one myself tomorrow, 49 big ones, supposedly." Yes. Awesome, Jack Lumen. Happy birthday to you as well. And for the happy birthday to the Leos, the Leos out there. And Moving says, "My next vid is about 6 hours. Enjoy Retro." Oh, really? Your next video is 6 hours long? Oh, what are you talking? What's the subject matter? Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studios says the doll clothing craft market is outrageously priced. It really is. You know about this, okay? Because this is really where they'll take something. The only thing else I have to say about that is that if you do spend enough money on it, you can get a really well-crafted outfit for your, your 1/6 scale figure. That's what basically Barbies and a lot of the fashion dolls are. And they're a 1/6 scale. So, yeah, it's out of control. It's out of control. But there are workarounds, as sneaky people, we find a way. Us nerds, we find a way. I found, a couple of websites where you can get a lot of the stuff for a lot less than some of the premium places. So, William Blake Hall says, "I found it mostly good. I appreciated the occasional wit tucked away in tucked away in it." Oh, in Oppenheimer, okay, and that sounds really cool, and Adam, is here. How are you, Adam? HB, happy birthday, RNG. Just dropped in while at work to say hello. Thank you so much, Adam. That's so awesome of you to stop by. Definitely appreciate that. And, my mommy said I did not see it yet. A Barbie movie has some critics. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. But I have a different way of looking at a lot of these things. So, I did talk about it for 4 hours. Can you believe that? And I still have more comments that I really wanna talk about with Barbie. I just think it's a brilliant movie, and, I know it's not a shared belief by all, but there's a lot of, slight nuances that are going on below the surface of what you see, that's all I have to say, and, maybe I should try to put together an actual review for it, um, and explain all of the nerdy little nuggets that I was able to ascertain from the film. And I've only seen it once. I really should see it one more time. I'm just fearful that I might find more, and then it's just gonna go down a spiral. And Jack says, personal suggestions free on YouTube: Caesar and Cleopatra, 1945, Claude Rains and Vivian Lee, black and white, better than Liz Taylor's version. Oh wow. Uh, well, I think there's a reason why I love the Taylor's version of Cleopatra, but yes, that movie is really good as well. Um, and the productions that they did for these are just incredible. And oh wow, Tom Jr. Jackson is here and sends in a $2 super chat. So sweet. Thank you. Says I hear it's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, Retro. Thank you so much, Tom. I really appreciate that. You're awesome. Love making your acquaintance within the last, I don't know what, year or so. I think it's been about a year, and you are you're like one of the hardest working people on YouTube. So I do appreciate you stopping by, and doing a wonderful little super chat there. Let's see. I do have a thank you for you. Let's see. This will do. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know that scene where, Keanu Reeves is blowing the kiss? I finally realized exactly what clip that's from because I was like, "What? Where is that from?" It's from a Netflix movie called, oh gosh, I thought I had it. It's called uh, Be My Baby? Oh, no. Oh my god, I have to look it up now, sorry. Um, it's, my Keanu it's a Netflix movie that is actually really good. I saw it the other day just for gags, and I was like, "Oh, it's been a while since I've seen this movie." And, Keanu has, like, the wildest part in that movie. Um, okay, it's called Be My Maybe. And be Always Be My Maybe, that's what it's called. Um, and it stars, Ali Wong and Randall Park. And Randall Park is just super, super funny. He's just one of the funniest guys in Hollywood, and he really doesn't get enough, attention really to be very honest. But that movie it was okay, right? It's not like the best movie ever, but it was funny, but Keanu's part in it is hilarious. And he walks into a room and he's, like, blowing kisses at everybody. It's great, it's great. Moonbeam87 says, "Yes, Stefan, she saw Bobby, she shared, it on a live stream." Oh, yes, it was epic, it was really epic. And, Tom Junior Jackson says, "I turned 49 this December 24th." Oh, wow, Christmas Eve. Wow, cool. You're a youngster. And, my mom says, "The Op is a must-see movie." I'm gonna have to, like, put rub the pennies together and maybe, I'll be able to do it this weekend, maybe. And, Shannon says, "Yeah, the humor really balanced, some of the movies out. It's incredibly effective without overdoing it." Oh, this is, Oppenheimer. Wow. And, William Lake Hall says, "It can be very dry humor, like General Groves preferring a 0 chance of the whole world exploding instead of almost 0." Yeah, they were really playing, they really didn't know what they had there. I mean, imagine if it was more powerful than they could have imagined. Wow, what an idea! What a thought. Jack Lumen says birthday vibes in the house. Nice. Yes, they are. They are. They are. And William says, "Oops, well, just a few minutes. I meant it premieres in 6 hours." Oh. Sorry for the confusion. Oh, no problem. No problem. Um, and Unicorn says, "Yes, the quality is very high." And Tom Junior Jackson says, "I just watched a video this morning showing how big the 70 millimeter print for IMAX of Oppenheimer, um, and it takes 4 people to put it on the projector. My gosh!" And, Tom Junior Jackson says, "I have Barbie pre-ordered on Amazon." Oh, yeah, I was gonna pre-order it as well. It's just a little bit pricey for me. I will have to wait until it comes out officially, and save, like, what, $5? TJ Wrestling Inc. is here and says, "Greetings from South Carolina." Hmm. Who said that before to us, huh? Uh, and, And, Jack says, "Got it wrong, the black and white Technicolor." Oh, okay. And, Garrett Spears says, "You have a great retro reviews. You truly know your stuff." Oh, wow, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Garrett. Really, I appreciate that. Some days I'm like, I can't remember anything, and I'm like, "Oh, am I who am I?" But thank you. I'm so glad that you like my reviews. I really, will be continuing to do those reviews, um, and I really appreciate you, appreciating them. And, let's see, um and says, William Blank also says, Garrett, exactly. She's a great encyclopedist, pedist. And greetings. Yes, I do do a lot of research. Sometimes I'm like, I wish some of the stuff would stay in there forever. Um, and then I'd be really, really smart. Moonbeam 87 says, I just saw a thumbnail saying that it's not for kids, but sometimes you need to see the Barbie doll nude when changing. What? That's weird. Not sure what that means. You'll have to clarify, but maybe just keep it PG. And Tom Junior Jackson says, "You're welcome. Thank you, Retro Nerd Girl. Oh, my pleasure. And thank you. Definitely. Um, again, wonderful making your acquaintance this year." And Outcast Creative says, "Very interesting, Sean. Thanks for the heads up." Um, uh, oh, I must be missing something. I must be missing something. Um, let's see. And, oh, about the IMAX, Jack Lemmon says, "Wow, I've seen up close what IMAX film is, 70 millimeter, tough." Oh, though, so yeah, he's seen it up close. And, let's see. Oh, Integrity 101 is here. "Hey, what's up? How are you?" Says RNG, "Happy 21st birthday." Ah, man. Well, no comment, just thank you. That's all. Just thank you. And, let's see. Paul Walsh is here. Hello. What day is today? Today is your birthday? What a day for a birthday. Let's have some cake. Yes, have some cake. Let's have some cake. And, let's see. Um And, oh, birthday wishes from Paul Walsh. Happy birthday, RNG. Have some, what'd you say? Have some cake. Um, oh, wow. I need to catch up with you guys. I am a little bit behind, am I not? Um, and, Moon says, "Always Be My Maybe," 2019, Keanu Reeves. Um, must be a cameo. Yes, it was a nice cameo, but it had a little juice to it. He wasn't just, he wasn't just a cameo. He actually had a part, but it was so funny. It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it so much. And actually shows that he can actually act. Like, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, he can't act." He was acting in that one. Uh, and, he was just playing like he plays himself, though, but he plays like an outrageous version of himself, of what people might expect, like, celebrity, Keanu Reeves to be, and it's just hilarious. And Outcast Creative says, "Anyway, back to constructing Retro's cake." Um, and oh, look, Thrash Pondo Pons is here. Hello, Thrash Pondo Pons. Oh gosh, so good to see you. And And thank you guys. You guys are so sweet. Moonbeam says, yes, Retro does her research on films. Thank you. And Unicorn Rampant says you could keep your eyes closed while changing. Let's see. And Tom Jr. Jackson says, here is the video called Being a Projectionist for 7mm Oppenheimer. Oh, cool. So everybody, you can definitely take a look at that link. Thank you, Tom Jr. Jackson, to see actually the details behind this. And Outcast Creative says, hey, where did that wrench come from? I can use it to sculpt the icing on the cake. Yeah. And let's see. And Broku says, keep it classy. That's right. Keep it classy. And I was trying to keep it PG. When you change clothes, you go shopping at Goodwill. Yeah, okay. Yes, of course she is, because they I don't know why they take off. Well, I guess they just receive the dolls as they get them. And Keely says, Outcast, I noticed a wrench right in the beginning. Sometimes they just appear unexpectedly. It happened to me recently. So thanks. And let's see. Paul Wash says, if you close your eyes while changing Barbie, then you have to do it. Then you have to do it by feel, and that's got to be right. You guys are so. You guys are funny. Um, and I'm getting compliments. That's a great spaces for a special day. Thank you. um, all right, so I finally caught up with the chat. Thank you, guys. So happy to do that. Okay, so um, our normally scheduled program is at hand. Just a few things I wanted to talk about, because the um, the finale for um, this thing, Secret Invasion, happened, and it was really kind of weird because after episode 5, the energy kind of just sort of was going into a different direction. I think the best of the season must have been episode 4, and then it just went into like a completely different area. Um, we were doing like this espionage, secret spy stuff with, possible like threats to the planet at large. Then we went into like something completely different, which is like we went into like superheroes and um God mode. It was just really kind of wild. Which, I mean, these are things I like, but I think the story suffered a bit because of it. So we've got Secret Invasion. I'm just going to go through the entire season, but just gently along with the last episode. It's really, um, and so we have a lot of characters. Um, I don't know all the names of all the characters. I just know that they're very familiar in the um, in the entire MCU, if you would, a Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it starts off really, really good with characters that are sneaky and they're doing all this covert stuff. We've got Colby Mulders here. Um, she's pretty much in the first episode, and then for she's been around the franchise for a long time, so kind of really unceremonious the way she just like was shot and killed. Um, just kind of threw me off for a loop, and mm, it didn't add up to anything important, or it, she didn't die like protecting people. I mean, she was trying to, but I mean, it would have been more glorious if she had done something like, um, it was like a suicide mission or something where she gets to be a real hero. This way, it was just really flat, and I didn't know how to describe it before, but now I'm just like putting it all together. I was hoping that there would be something um, better for her. But yeah, for being in the franchise for so long again was really dishonorable. Oh, well, not really dishonorable. It was just very. I hate to say the word meh, but It wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting. It wasn't juicy, and I thought there could have been some more juiciness, and I felt really bad for the character. Um, and it would be great if they discover a way where she can come back, um, because I thought she was I thought she was a cool character. I mean, um, and so we have really this show is called Secret Invasion, but it really goes into quite a bit of detail into um, just having all of this Nick Fury, like legend stuff that we never knew, storyline. We had a lot of really exciting scenes with Nick Fury, lots of cool dialogue. I mean, we got the dialogue like, "I'm Nick Fury. Even when I'm out, I'm in." I love that. It's just so, like, good, He just shows up and he's awesome. But you need more than that for the story. Um, and I think like I said, they were on a trajectory, and I was willing to give them a shot. Everything has been building up to about, I would say, from from 1 to 10, about a 7. And really getting up there, getting stronger and stronger. And like I said, by episode 5, it just went downhill at that point. And I think the production though was really good. Production was really, really good. Um, we got this wonderful backstory with Nick Fury, and we didn't know that he had a wife. He had a wife all these years, and it turns out that his wife is a Skrull. And at the end, they have this talk, and it doesn't seem to really be worked out properly. This dialogue was a little choppy for me, but somehow he convinces her to go to the spaceship. He leaves Earth basically, and so it was kind of I don't know, just it was good. I just wanted a little bit more, and I like the fact that they're together, and they're like working on their relationship. I wonder if this is going to be in the Marvels, if she'll show up in the Marvels, and this will continue on. Um, and it's just not just for this show. It would be really cool to see her in the Marvels. And it's possible that they're not showing anything of these characters in the Marvels because they don't wanna tip off the ending to this story, so I'm willing to give them some credit. And, just love this actress. She did a fantastic job, and I loved her performance. I loved how her look and everything. She was just great. I loved it. Um, and, this guy it was kinda weird seeing them kiss, but it was yeah, she was, an alien, and, he loves her. He really does love this woman, um, and, I think that was really, like, the best of the story. It was the love story, and I think it needed just a couple of things to pull it together a little bit more, like a smidge more. Let's see what you guys are saying. He says, if YouTube flags a message, no matter why, I'm not going to let it be displayed on. Mm. And Outcast Creative, I've not heard good things about Secret Invasion. Saw the pilot, held it over for maybe watch later, but I don't I don't but now I don't think so. Too many shows, not enough time. Yes, yes, that's the problem. Too many shows, not enough time, and the shows aren't really like blowing your mind. They're not like the best of the best. They're okay, and I would say this show is okay. Uh, it just ends definitely in the superhero trope with all the superhero powers and all that. And I think that's one of the reasons why we liked it in the beginning, the first 4 episodes. A lot of the people who did watch it, it was because it was different. And now that it's like the last 2 episodes is about superpowers. They're just like it took away what was special. So uh and I'm not sure which one that's about, but, N815E says, "Happy birthday, happy you day." Happy you day. Thank you very much. That is very unique. I've never heard that before. Thank you so much. And Sean Ennis says, "There's been a lot of talk about when Rhodey was kidnapped based on what he says at the end." Yes, I'm definitely gonna cover that. I mean, because it's another piece of weirdness that's going on here, and like I'm not the biggest MCU follower, but I know what is going on. I can recognize characters. I may not know all the names, but I can recognize what's going on. And this is just one of those moments where this show kinda left me at the at, like, the last 2 episodes was like, "What?" And not in a good what, like, not in the way of, like, trying to wanting to analyze things and seeing something interesting there. Is more like, um, "Your next piece of material better explain all this stuff." Is what, because you've created huge plot holes or moments in storytelling that don't really add up to the whole. And so that's a big issue. It's a big issue when you're storytelling. Storytelling is key here, and we've got to. I mean, that's what's missing. The storytelling isn't connecting. It's not connecting. And we've got V here. Hello, V. How are you? Says hi, happy birthday. Thank you so much, V. So good to see you. Yes, thank you. And yeah, it's just really wild. So this all stems from a promise that Nick Fury made to the Skrulls that he would take care of them. And he would, they would do special ops for him and help him grow in his career, save the earth, do all these things. But also, they would he would be looking for a home for them. I also like thought this was such a weird part of the story. Why couldn't they find their own home? Why couldn't they be part of the finding of their own home? Why weren't they given resources or for all the work that they had done, a spaceship or at least a chance to be able to find their own home? Um, and you have people like the Guardians of the Galaxy out there that's just roaming all over the place. There's so many different planets to go on. And so, why is Earth now the center of everything? It just really kind of makes me like I have a lot of questions. I've got a lot of questions. And Let's see. The Thrash Bonifar says, "It just dawned on me. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, fellow Leo." Yes, I got 3 pieces of cake. Yummy. Thank you, Thrash. So, thank you. When is your birthday, Thrash? Happy birthday to you as well. It's Leo season, so this is the season for all the Leos. Oh, man. And, yes, the unicorn's good having a laugh. And, oh, Maddie's daddy is here. It says, "Happy birthday, beautiful." Oh, thank you so much. So good to see you here. Oh, man, yeah. It's a birthday. I love birthdays. They're so great. And, I used to throw huge, big parties. Ask my mom. I think my mom I'm not sure if my mom's still here, but I used to throw big parties. I used to love them so much. Um, but yeah, they made this promise with Nick Fury, and they kept their part of the bargain, but he didn't keep his. So that's the big thing, and I think that is the storyline here that really should have been the key. Like, this should have been the one thing that they should have harped on, but also rectify, right? Fi Why can't you find these people a home? And it's still unresolved, right? Still unresolved. We're still supposed to get a Secret Wars, I believe, or Secret Invasion movie. And so that's kind of a wild, it's kind of a wild thing. We've got William Blake Hall says, "My mom is also a Leo. Her birthday is 10 days away." Oh wow! Well, happy birthday to your mom. Happy birthday to your mom. And Walnut Jam is here and says, "Happy birthday." We've got balloons and confetti makers. So awesome. And Keith E is urging everyone to hit the thumbs up button. Let's see if we can get up to 39. Yes, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Thank you, Keith E. You're so awesome. If I haven't told you how awesome I think you are, you're just incredible. And William Blake Hall says, "I'm gonna duck out a quarter hour. We'll be right back." Okay, and we'll be here because I still have a lot more to discuss here. And the unapologetic geek is here. Says, "Just popping by to say happy birthday. You're awesome, RNG. Keep it up." Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Just you guys say the nicest things to me. Um, so yeah, I thought that could have been one of the key elements that they could have rectified. The one thing about a story is that you set up a problem and you have a solution by the end, right? And that's one thing that didn't finish in the story. They didn't close the loop. They didn't, uh, oh wow. That is so nice. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Get yourself something yummy. I that I could get like a little cake or something. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And let's see if I have a lot more. Let's see. I've got some. Oh man. Thank you so much. And Broger says, "I have to leave. Goodbye, everyone. Happy birthday once again, Retro Nerd Girl." Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the emojis and everything. And Keith E says, "Hello, Tones or Tug, whatever Siri chooses to call you." um, Yes, you have a good one, Brogu. We'll see you next time. And let's see. So, I really love this character here. Um, she was amazing. Um, Let me do something really quickly. Oh, hang on um, yes, it's the character's name is Sonia, played by Olivia Colman, and she was incredible. What a performance. She just had so much range, and there could be something really spicy with this lady in the future. She we think she's a good guy, right? But I think there's a lot of layers going on here with her. And then we have another character, and I forgot her name, but she's there's another like evil lady kind of character though, or some character, strong lady that we're not quite sure what she's gonna do, but I think she appeared in the Winter Soldier uh, television show or TV show, and if anybody knows who she was, let me know. But I just absolutely loved her so much, and I want to see more of her character and what what she's really up to. And she could be up to good things. Seems like she is, but she also has that Nick Fury kind of like, uh, secrets that's going on behind her. And also, I would love to know where she got her training from. She's just incredible. And so we have Rhodey here, who has been in the franchise since the Iron Man days. And he is being played by he's actually a Skrull at this point in the storyline, and is very close to the president, doing lots of things that his position should not allow him to do. There should be many more people um, that are surrounding the president besides this character. But I think for the service of the story, they have judged the reality a little bit, which is okay. I'll let it pass for that. But some of the scenarios that are going on between the president and this guy is just way like unbelievable. It's just completely unbelievable. However, I think that Don Cheadle is killing this performance. He killed it, and the interaction between him and Nick Fury, um, Rhodey and Nick Fury throughout the entire season, it's just priceless. Absolutely awesome stuff. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Just wanted more of it on sort of like James Bond evil bad guy thing. I wanted kind of that dynamic where, Nick Fury had to do more and and Rhodey had to do some, schemy behind the scenes thing. However, I guess it's because Rhodey's character, the Skrull that he's playing, is really actually a henchman, I guess, and that kind of decreases the power set. But I feel like that would have been really a great thing if his character was more juiced up, more, you know, motivated to be the bad guy. Um, but we just have someone who is a pawn, but is unfortunately um, unceremoniously done away with. So there is a question, as was brought up earlier, that if Rhodey is, who he uh, is he, when did he join? When did he become a Skrull? When did the Skrull take over? Um, So that's the Skrull, which is a female Skrull who's taken over Rhodey. Um, when did this happen? Because we're he's in this hospital garb, and so some people believe this is before he even got his armor. I forgot the name of his armor, but his armor to be part of all of the, the stuff in Iron Man, and to be able to um, be a part of that. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Unapologetic Geek says, Secret Invasion disappointed me the way no other MCU show has. The finale was a train wreck. Oh wow. It was. I have to say, I really, trying to be nice to it, but it was really, it was after episode 4 really was when they took it, to the next one. And she was my favorite part. Olivia, yeah, she was so good. And Peggy Carter's niece, I can't remember her first name, but she is the power broker, which I'm excited to see again. Oh yes. Uh, 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 and Sean says Emily Van Camp. And uh, and Unapologetic Geek says, yes, that's the one, Sean. Sharon Carter. Um, and look, Hassan is here. Hello, Hassan. Says happy birthday. Thank you so much, Hassan. And Sean, and it says it's implied that Rhodey is not aware of the blip. Yes, like it goes all the way back before he becomes m- what got the I keep forgetting his name. War Machine, right? Before he becomes War Machine, that's like, or is it just like just after? I don't know. Like it's so weird. But somebody had said, and I heard this really interesting theory that maybe those were all him. However, somewhere along the line he had to go to the doctor for something, and you know, he needed he needed to be taken to the hospital. Now I just don't understand. It just really crazy, like how they could. I think even the writer, or I'm sorry, the director doesn't even know exactly when this happened. So it, forgive me if I may be so bold as to think that maybe they're using Chat GPT to make these scripts. Forgive me, because this doesn't make sense. It just really seems like it's such a big thing to overlook. It really does. Um, uh, Keith E says, "I'm sorry, but it simply amazes me how much information are all you people have." Keith E, I'm trying to remember everything. I'm sometimes I'm glitching out. Thank goodness for Google. um, And Sean Anna says Emily Van Camp was also in a TV series, Everwood, that also featured Chris Pratt. Interesting. Oh no, Thrash Panda Bun says, I gotta load folks. Hope to see you all soon. Oh, so good to see you though. Thank you for stopping by today. And you have a good day, Thrash Panda Buns. And Unapologetic Geek says, Endgame Rhodey is knocked out of his suit and is crawling on the ground to survive. So if he was a Skrull, he would have had to let go of the act. Oh, see, maybe. Hmm. Well, it's possible that this could have happened after Endgame. So, um, they have to explain it immediately. Immediately, they have to explain this because this is fans are not gonna take this. This is you can't just introduce this and then your next project is not going to be for years to come. So it really is um, uh, quite unfortunate that they have this this problem here. This is a huge, huge problem. Um, and after all the great work that Don Cheadle's done in this show, um, yeah, this is just leaving a huge gap for his character. And another character I feel was left on the cutting, well, just got the wrong deal was Gravik. I thought they were building up something really good here. A really juicy character with um, complexity and that's interesting. Um, and they didn't. He just sort of is gone by the end. And so that was really hard to watch. That was really hard to watch him, um, you know, be completely taken out of the story by the end. And it's look, it's possible that he may not be truly gone, right? Um, he's been working on this super scroll thing, and so he managed to get some superpowers, which was great. I thought he was going to give that to everybody else, but it seems like he only had himself be superpowers. Now, did anybody else, if anybody else watched this, think that he was going to make all of the other scrolls, especially the ones that are part of that were part of that committee? I thought he showed them the machine and said we're all going to be super scrolls, and I was like, oh, so all of those guys are going to be super scrolls. They weren't. They weren't. It was just him. So then at the end we have this huge scene between Nick Fury and Gravik, and it's supposed to be really like dramatic and get more emotions. But then you find out that's not even Nick Fury, that it's Gaia, and it's really disappointing. Because after all this time, Gravik and Nick Fury have had this bond over all these years that somehow got frayed. And we never got the detail as to how that got frayed. Uh, we got, exposition on like what happened and how Gravik is hurt by by the, you know, having to do what he does at such a young age, but it just didn't like add up. Let me see what is going on here. Um, Oh, the unapologetic geek says, "Well, now I gotta go too. I gotta go pick up a pizza. Yum! Happy birthday again, RNG. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you." uh, and Sean Ennis says, "Later, tug no pineapple on it." Never had pineapple on pizza. That's gotta be. I don't know. I have never tried it, so I don't know if I'll like it. Um, so there's this vial, okay? This is where the story really goes off the deep end. There's this vial with the contents of it is blood from each and every superhero on the battlefield that was spilled on the battlefield. Some of these guys are like magical, they're gods. They spilled blood. Well, it was collected into one like super vial of all of these. They called it the harvest. I don't know what they were planning on doing with this, but Nick Fury has it. And I think the best thing would have been to just get that vial and crush it, destroy it. But no. We have the vial. So the vial is really an interesting story, a MacGuffin that just comes in at the last two episodes and is now suddenly important. And I think it would have been really interesting if in the beginning of the story, we were introduced to the vial and the desire to get the vial. So that was a lot of stuff that was really like, okay, let's now introduce this new thing. Like, why? We still haven't resolved any of the stuff from before. We've killed characters off, which is great. Where the stakes are up high, but it doesn't resolve anything. It doesn't get to anything that's satisfying. It's like eating a bread sandwich without any with any of the stuff inside the sandwich that's tasty. And William Blake Hall says, "Huh, nearly missed Tug, hail and farewell." And Shannon says, supposedly it was a cut scene at the end of the credits of Endgame, but they cut it. Oh wow, yeah. There's just too many gaping holes in this whole thing. It's like Swiss cheese, but without the flavor, without the awesome Swiss cheese flavor. And and graphic is very interesting. But one thing that's very interesting is that once they get all of this harvested vial with all of these different powers, that's when the story goes into like Looney Tunes. It was so grounded before, and now it's gone to like wacky doodle stuff, which is I love, but I would like all of that to be completely through the entire entire thing. It's sacrilege, putting pineapple on pizza. I hear you. I hear you. Um, I just have never tried it. Never tried it. Um, so it's kind of weird when you have a story that feels grounded, that it looks like it's going to be awesome, and it just turns out to be something weird, like trying to follow it is really crazy. Now, okay, so this is Gravik when he turns into the super monster and the super Skrull, and this is Gravik in his human face. And for a second, I was like, "Wow, what a difference in the face!" And it's like, "Oh, I guess now I'm getting it. Actually, I'm getting this. His face is different." A lot of people have criticized this, but a lot of people have criticized this. That his face is different um, as a Skrull, and they were hoping that he would look like his human self. But the human face that he's gotten is of somebody else, so it wouldn't look like the same. So I that in that regard, I think they got it good. But as you can see, we're getting into um, you know, we're getting into the fantasy. We've got grounded and fantasy, right? So um, and William Blake Hall says we need to establish the Marvel cosmos limits on what constitutes as wackadoodle. um, maybe all of it, but it's fun. It's definitely fun. It's just that this movie, or this TV series was setting up a more serious, more um, like John Wick slash James Bond kind of like espionage, people working behind the scenes with a little bit of special effects for Skrulls. Um, and it just was like really kind of awkward when you have this story that was about people getting along, and then all of a sudden we got magical. It just didn't quite work out. Like maybe if they had started it out that way and then worked their way up, maybe maybe if it started with Gravik being a super Skrull, right? Because there's super Skrulls, and then there's a super Skrull. When you get this harvested one, you can beat all of the characters of the MCU, all of the heroes of the MCU, all anytime you want or all at once. Um, let's see, Sean Ennis says the human face is also the face of the first human he killed. Yes. Um, very, I love that storytelling. I love that storytelling because it's like, oh wow, tell tell me this earlier because we needed graphic. Um, his storyline ends too soon. We needed to know more about him. Um, and they tried. I mean, for the actor playing him, what is his name? Um, Kingsley Benadere, was so good in this. He was so amazing. He's also in Barbie as well. He's doing a crazy good job in that too, showing his range. But this is like, uh, these guys can change into any villain or hero in the MCU and and fight. So I the way it works was that uh Gaia um also got herself pretended to be Nick Fury and uh ended up with the powers, these super powers by the end, right? And oh, we're getting some. Sean Ennis says the harvest was really a thin story, as if it were as if it were that easy to do after all the people who tried to recreate Captain America or Hulk over the years. Exactly, exactly. Like these things took time. They had written stories that build it up. You can't just all of a sudden like, "Oh, now I know how to use all of these powers." A lot of people are saying, "How do they even know how to use these powers?" A lot of these superheroes learned how to use their powers. I mean, we saw the montages for crying out loud. So yeah, um, give me 1 second, guys. The allergies are beginning their very skillful attack. So let me give me 1 minute. Uh, maybe give me 2 minutes. Here we go. Oh man. Okay. Oh man, it's happening. And Aka's creative says cooking your birthday dinner is commencing. I know you've eaten already, so I'll have to scoff it for you, but it's the thought that counts. Yes. Um, and William says aiming for the thigh. And Sean Ennis says it reminded me of the origin story for Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. She gets thrown out of a window and then locked by a bunch of alley cats, not even radioactive cats. So weak. Wait a minute. This is Catwoman, okay? That's my beloved Catwoman. It is a little hokey, but it gets a pass. It's Michelle Pfeiffer. It is a little thin. It is a little thin. And correction licked. Yes. Um, so this is really kind of again where everything falls apart, is all the superhero stuff. And we had established the reason why we liked the story was because there wasn't all of that, and they put it back in just to remind us that we were in a story in the MCU, but also trampling over a lot of the story plots that they had already set up. So it's really kind of weird. So this is a area where a lot of people um were saying here we have a graphic using Ebony Maw's powers of some sort of kinesis, and he also has Ebony Maw's rings on. Um, and during the part where he, which is the most funniest part, I started laughing, guys. I started laughing at this part where um, he kicks something, and he uses a Hulk foot, just one Hulk foot, and then there's like a purple trousers that just shows up. So he gets it's just weird. It's just the weirdest thing. And yeah, I think they went for it, but they something didn't work out. Both visually it didn't work out, and also story wise it didn't quite uh, work out for me. Didn't and I think the beginning was so juicy. There was so much meat on the bones, and I was really waiting for something incredible to happen. And it's really hard to be disappointed like this. But um, when Blake Hall says, "I always thought Catwoman's origins were getting a bit supernatural." Yeah, it is supernatural, isn't it? Has to do with the spirit cat creatures, um, and it's a unique one. I have not really um, delved into, but I do love myself some Batman Returns. Uh, and yeah, which I'm cool with too. I'm totally cool with it. And Sean Ennis says, "I love Catwoman too, but such a weak story. Give it some respect." I like your spirit. I like your spirit, Sean. Um, and glad to see you still have your medical dart gun. Yes, in case anybody didn't recognize, he says, aim for the thigh, aiming for the thigh." And Wayne Blake Hall says, after dinosaurs ruled the earth, that fell to cats, lions, leopards, and jaguars, and panthers, and tigers, and such. Up until humans appeared, it was pretty much a cat's world. Ooh, interesting. And Outcast Creative says, I have not and shall never thus inflict pain upon myself watching She-Hulk. Yeah, um, that is a conversation for another time because yeah, She-Hulk devote is another situation. But a lot of people are talking about this picture in this moment in particular. Where I'm not laughing at that. I hope um, Gaia gets the arm of Drax and clearly has the tattoo markings of Drax on her personage. Now, there's a lot of questions to be asked here, and nobody has the answers. It's weird, right? If we're gonna use the power of Drax, um, or I guess the strength of him or whatever, w- I'm just confused why this is happening. It's interesting. It is interesting. So yeah, visually it didn't work. She also has his tattoos. So at the end she gets Carol Danvers super godlike powers, which is making her at this point in time, the most powerful being in the universe, alongside Carol Danvers, and then she has all those other powers, so maybe she's even more powerful than Carol Danvers. That really changes the hierarchy in the MCU. And the question is, um, who who is Gaia? We really didn't get to know her, and we didn't get to know her her closely. We got She was hardly in it in the story, and it just felt like she's somebody we're still trying to know. Um, and as for Gravik, like I said, it was very disturbing to me to see that this character has died because we really didn't get enough of him. I felt it was such a there's so many people that died in this that I felt should have had a better storylines, better ways out. This to me didn't work. Um, for all the great work this actor has put into the character of Gravik, we just end up sort of like not very um, not a very good outcome for him or for the people who are watching him. So it was very, I would say again, disappointing. So after having all the scare with the Skrulls, the president issues a complete. He does like which I was when I was watching this, I was just like, why? This is why I think Chat GPT was involved with this because he actually like flips and just says, well, uh, every alien on in America is I forgot his exact words, but he deems them um all out war on them. And so we have people like actually shooting people in the streets to find out if they're, that they believe are Skrulls. And that has like another consequence on top of it. So which is leading up to this whole thing, which we know that eventually Harrison Ford is going to play the part of the president in future MCU projects. So that lines up. I think that lines up with him being such a weird outcome. I just wish it built up over time. It just was all of a sudden felt so weird for the character to do something so dramatic, even though a Skrull saved his life. Remember Talos? Yeah, hardly the the story forgot about Talos as well. They forgot about Talos in the story. Um, let's see what you guys saying. Catwoman meow. Um, and William Blake Hall says forgot Cheetah's Wonder Woman's rival. And Wolverine says, "That's a jacked arm." Yeah, so to me it made no sense. William Blake Hall says, "Reminds me of those Rosie Riveter saying we can do it." Oh yeah, that's true. It does look like that. Shannon says, but can she wield Mjolnir? And absolutely not. Technically, she does not have the moral compass to do that. Um, at least so far, she doesn't seem to be able to do that. And Moonbee says, "Oh, so she's the female Gecko Neko superhero I invented in 1992." I'm not sure who that is, but um, and says you can have great arguments with Chat GPT. Um, and Sean Ennis says, "Now I gotta go. Have fun, everyone." Oh, great to have you. Thank you for the conversation. And William Blake also says, "Take care, Sean." Uh, so yeah. So at the end, also, we have Olivia. Sonia is the character's name. Sonia meet with Gaia and say, "Hey, join us. We can help, or we can help each other." And then there is this like farm, or I don't know what this is. There's this holding area where um, all of the humans that have been replaced by Skrulls are hanging out, which is very weird. I wouldn't say hanging out, but where they're being stored. And it is kind of like spooky, but also it's very. I would love to know, like, um from where Nick had control of this situation. How did it get out of hand like this? How did it get out of hand? Who smuggled in these millions of Skrulls? Like, these are questions that should have been answered in this series, which they didn't. They didn't answer those questions. So there are humans that are there are a lot of them out there, and I don't know why they're keeping the bodies around, but they're keeping the bodies around. And so yeah, we have this now she's like really like this super powered character that can pretty much like solve any problem with like that. So it's going to be interesting how they're going to use her powers. I did like the relationship between her and her father and how they tried to develop that, but it just didn't last long enough because of course they killed uh, Talos and didn't really give him a chance. There was great work with Talos and Nick Fury. Those scenes were really great. Um, and it just felt really bad that he died without having his promise met. His promise uh, of, hey, look, we're going to work with Nick Fury and we're going to that he's gonna help us find our new world. He was the one I felt got gypped out of this story the most. Very unfitting for this character to have to go out like this. If they had him be betrayed, it would have been more compelling in the story than how was left off, to be very honest with you. And again, this is like you go from like scenes like this where there's a lot of talking and like I was saying before, talkie, and then you go into all the special effects stuff. It's just sort of a jarring moment and just uh, unevenly uh, paced, or yeah, it was unevenly paced is what I would call it. But again, we have this whole situation with Skrulls being found out, but also we have oh, this was a great scene. I love this, which they could have had like 10 or 12 more scenes like that. I thought it would have been interesting. But we have this character here, the UK Prime Minister, who gets gunned down, and it's actually the real Prime Minister, the real human. And this is very shocking because will there be consequences for this? Which I think is the one saving grace in all of this, is that maybe there might be more to the story along the way. But again, the way it ends was just there were too many questions for this left unanswered, and too many, you know, we needed some more solutions for some of the storyline. Um, and Moonbeam 87 says it was the left arm of Rosie the Riveter. Yes. And Mama Bear Art Doll is here. Hello. Says, hey girl, happy birthday. Oh, thank you. I got a piece of cake. Thank you so much. So good to see you here. Um, yeah, just on a whole, guys, um, episode 7, I'm sorry, is it 6? Sorry, 6. I meant to say 6. Episode 6 got a 7. And the season got a 7 as well. For me, it's passable. It was a good production. All of actors were doing fantastic job. The production itself was really great. There were some moments where things were, you can see they didn't have the money for a lot of stuff, but they made do with what they had. There were lots of cool moments, lots of great dialogue from Nick Fury, but it was ultimately disappointing. And so I don't know if you want to watch it to see. If I watched it, if I were you to watch it, I'd watch it up until episode 4. Episode 4, and then it changes. Oh boy, does it change. Um, so I wanted to also go through box office numbers with you guys because I'm just like really curious about this. Really, um, let's see. Of course, we've got Barbie at number 1. Barbie's doing such a good job. It's just incredible. With Oppenheimer close behind. And as we discussed last week, a lot of people are going, if they can't get into Barbie, they're going to see Oppenheimer. Then we have Haunted Mansion. The reviews for Haunted Mansion are not looking very good. There are a lot of people who are saying that it's lacking a bit of a lot of it's lacking, the story's lacking, and not very, it's not very exciting. It's too, from also from what I heard, was that it's too scary for the little ones, but it's also not scary at all. So that's a big amount. Sound of Freedom is still going, pretty strong. So it's above Mission Impossible, which is kind of shocking. But Mission Impossible is still holding on. It's not out of the running yet. It's not doing as well as they probably wanted it to do, but it's hanging in there. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny is chugging along. It's chugging along. Not bad to be number 7 though. Compared to all of um, the the reviews have been really terrible for Indiana Jones, but people, there must be someone, some people are just checking it out to see how it is, if it's truly that bad or not. And then Elemental, that's another one that also received poor reviews, but it's still holding on. So somebody's interested. Somebody's interested in seeing that movie. We've got Insidious Red Door. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is still hanging in there. They're still making money from that thing. And then there's Theater Camp, which I don't know anything about. I really, that's one that just showed up, and I'm really curious about. So that is the box office. We've got let's see, guys are saying hi to each other. Movie says more cake. Yum. That slice looks really good. I love vanilla cake with frosting. Oh, love it. um, and Moonbeam says, well, Oppenheimer is about the A bomb. Yes, it is. And so look, I heard this WGA talks may happen. So let's see if I can read this. This is from Variety. Karen Lombardi, president of the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, reached out to her counterpart at the Writers Guild of America in an effort to restart negotiations, sources told Variety on Tuesday. That is the first communication between the two sides since May 1st, when talks collapsed and the WGA voted to go on strike. The WGA informed its members of the outreach from AMPTP to Ellen Stuntman, the WGA's chief negotiator, on Tuesday evening. Earlier in the day, industry insiders were buzzing about the possibility of progress in the long-stalled WGA talks as word spread that the WGA's contracts negotiating committee called members to a meeting on short notice Tuesday afternoon. This is really great for the Writers Guild of America because it was looking really bad. It was looking like the um, Hollywood did not want to talk to these guys. So this is great for them. Hopefully, it won't be about AI taking over their jobs. Hopefully, they will be able to work out better money dividends for themselves. And it's just sad that it's come to a strike and it wasn't handled properly the first time when it was the issue was raised up. Uh, and Moonbeam 87 says, "Yeah, I heard about the poor reviews of Dial of Destiny. Yeah, they were pretty bad. But somebody's watching it." And Mama Bear Artdale says, "It's not the first bomb movie. My mom loved the movie Big Man and Little Boy." Oh, really? Big Man and Little Boy. I have to look that up. Um, and give me 1 second, guys. I just need to. The allergies are crazy today. Just insane. Insane. Oof. All right. Now, did anybody see this Loki season 2 trailer? My gosh, it looks really good to me. I loved the first Loki movie. It was really good. Not Loki movie, but Loki season. I thought it was really good. And let's see. William Blake Hall says the movie was Fat Man and Little Boy, starring Paul Newman as General Groves. Oh, really? Um, and Mama Bear says apparently that was the nickname of the two bombs. Oh, oh, interesting. I may have to watch that. Yeah, ooh. Big Man and Little Boy. Uh, and yeah, Loki season 2 looks really good. I really enjoyed the first season. I thought it was interesting, set a lot of things up for the MCU, and I felt like it was the last. I felt that it was really cleverly done. Love the idea of the time variance and all of that. It really was quite entertaining to me in a very surprising way. Um, and so we have KQ Kwan here that he's I, I'm like they had KQ Kwan in this. Why couldn't he just have gone, over to the studio where they were making Indiana Jones and be a part of that? Anyway, um, this looks like it's gonna be good. I noticed that green is a motif in almost everything in this particular version of the TVA, and it looks really cool. It really, really does. I think before it was orange, and this one it's green. There's a little bit of green in everything, and so I'm just loving it. So like the idea of it so much. Um, it's it just has some interesting creativity behind it, and they're of course doing a lot of time hopping, a lot more time hopping than they did before. But it looks good. Look at this scene. I mean, what's happening in this one? I want to know. And this is a scene from the last season, and it was so much fun. So I hope they, of all things, I hope they don't lose the fun that was in this season. Tom Hiddleston just has a way of being a fun playing Loki with fun and mischievous, um, debonair like flair. It's really kind of a cool character that he's playing, and I definitely hope that they don't seek to change him fundamentally too much. And one of the interesting things you can see from the trailer, Miss Minutes, this is her from last season, but this is her now. Oh, ooh, Miss Minutes, what happened? So I can't wait to find out. Can't wait to find out. And like it looks like we have, some really we're experimenting more with magic, and it's just is going to be. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I do love the idea of characters dressing up and having different personas and different timelines. So I this could be a lot of fun. Could be a lot of fun. Before the end, I wanted to just let me just see some. Uh, uh, and oh yeah, she says thank you, William. I had a feeling I had the wrong name. And Moonbeam says, I hear that WGA and SAG-AFTRA are involved in a strike. Why is fair tube only overseas? We need a union for tubers in the US. You can't spell US without us. Interesting, yeah. And Mama Bear doll says, Miss Minutes needs chocolate. Yes, she does, because she she looks pissed. She looks so pissed off in that picture. Um, where is she at? Look at that. She looks like pissed off. Woo! So I can't wait to find out what she's pissed off about. Oh look, Dead Man Walking 55 is here. So good to see you. Says good morning and happy birthday. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for being here. And see. And I think this might be the last portion of this. Just wanted to say condolences. We've got Tony Bennett. I didn't know that Tony Bennett passed away. He's such an icon. I love Christmas so much, and so it breaks my heart to know that he won't be, doing any of the wonderful live shows like he used to. Uh, just do almost every year he'd do a live show, and it was just wonderful. So just wanted to just go through his history just quickly for anybody who doesn't know. Tony Bennett, known professionally as Tony Bennett, was American jazz and traditional pop singer. He received many accolades, including 20 Grammy Awards, a Lifetime Achievement Award, and 2 Primetime Emmy Awards. Bennett was named a Nouveau Jazz Master and a Kentucky Center honoree, and founded the Frank Sinatra School of the Arts in Astoria, Queens, New York. He sold more than 50 million records worldwide and earned a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. just really awesome singer, and always loved hearing him sing. It's the most wonderful time of the year, every year, singing that wonderful song. So uh, he will be missed. And this one breaks my heart as well. Paul Rubens passed away, best known for creating and portraying the character Pee Wee Herman. Rubens joined the Los Angeles troupe The Groundlings in the 1970s and started his career as an improvisation. Oh my God, improvisation. Oh gosh, why can't I say this word? Improvisational comedian at stage. Same improvisation comedian and stage actor. After a failed audition for Saturday Night Live, Rubens debuted a stage show starring Pee Wee, The Pee Wee Herman Show, in 1981. He produced and wrote a feature film, Pee Wee's Big Adventure, 1985. And if we don't remember, he did Pee Wee's Big Top in 1988 as well. Directed this one, though, the one in 1985, was directed by Tim Burton, which was a financial and critical success. Between 1986 and 1990, Rubin starred as Pee Wee in the CBS Saturday morning children's program, Pee Wee's Playhouse. Yes, he will be missed, 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 missed. Just loved him, and I loved him in in the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He was so funny in that, um, and he did a lot of other, really awesome acting gigs. Now, this guy, I did not know of him until he passed, and a lot of people are very distraught about this because was an up and coming actor. His name is Angus Cloud, or was Angus Cloud. He was an American actor best known for his portrayal of Fresco in the HBO television series Euphoria. He has small roles in the independent films North Hollywood, 2021, and The Line, 2023. It is set to uh, and The Line is set to sorry, and is set to posthumously star in the film Freaky Tales. Cloud also appeared in many music videos. It's very, very sad. Some people are saying that perhaps the TV show Euphoria may have a problem because many of the actors have the same issue going on in their own lives as their characters in the show, which is kind of weird. If that's true, I hope they are going to um, deal with that. And Mama Bear says, didn't know he passed RP. Yes, Tony Bennett. Oh, breaks my heart. And my mommy says, this is my mommy, and one of the greatest singers that ever lived, Tony Bennett. What a voice, right? What a voice. And it's so classic and just creamy. Incredible, incredible loss there. And one thing I used to love about Tony Bennett is that he loved working with new artists, and he's always done albums with new artists, and done many projects with new artists. So just really liked that guy a lot, liked him a lot. So sad that we lost him. And I know you are, but when yes, Pee Wee Herman. And William Blake Hall says the great Alan Arkin also passed on. He was in the Rocketeer, Gattaca, and he had range. Yes, and I did cover him a few weeks back when he did pass. So I did cover Alan Arkin, a small little mention at the beginning of one of my Wednesday mornings. And unicorn. I don't make monkeys; I just train them. And Moonbeam says, "Oh, it's fair to the union. Fairtube and its union for YouTubers for tubers overseas, but we need a union here in the States. Oh, that would be nice. And my mommy says, there are a lot of singers. There are not any singers like Tony Bennett today. He is the last of the true skilled singers. Wow. And uh, Mama Bear Art Doll says, Rubens was also the vampire in Buffy the Vampire Slayer and was in father's was Penguin's father twice. Oh, yeah, I loved him in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Such the movie, a very, very hilarious moments with him, and uh, just it was just the way he played everything. Always gave it a little something special, and I think my mom can attest to this. Um, I loved his friendship with Joan Rivers, who when he got into trouble, um, said that she was not gonna make fun or, you know, talk badly of her friend, which is very commendable. That just shows you what kind of person he must have been to her, that she would be so, um, dedicated to their friendship. So it was really quite cool, and now they will be together. Mama Bear says it's always sad to see someone so young. Oh yes, the Angus. I mean, absolutely. Like he's just starting his career. We were just getting to know this kid, so just kind of incredible movie. So, yeah, I remember Pee Wee's films. Buffy is Paul Rubens' death scene, so campy. Paul was afraid of snakes, and the snake scene in Big Adventure was made around his fear. Oh, well, he's not the only one. Everybody, I don't know anybody who's. Uh, I suppose most people are. And Keith E says your mom should hang out with us more often. It's great to have her here. Oh, mommy, yes, I hope. Well, yeah, she's a busy lady. She's a very busy lady. Um, I aspire to be as active as she is. Thank you so much. You guys are so nice. You guys are so sweet. Um, and William Blake Hall says, I third the most. You guys, just incredible. Milby says, when I say tubers, I mean I'm talking about YouTubers. Yes, I think I did get that you meant YouTubers. Um, yeah, I did not know that they had a union. And would really love to know how that works. Um, and Moonbeam says, "Yeah, we lost Joan Rivers in 2014." Yeah, uh, and oh, you love snakes, Mama Bear? Oh gosh, my mom's laughing. Yeah, snakes are oof. If I see one of those, I just freak out. Just freak out. Um, okay, so yeah, so I think I'm all done here. And so if there's anything else random that you guys wanted to talk about, let me know. But let's see. So, snakes are bad. I just want to add an okay at the end of that. Snakes are bad, okay? And oh, Mama Bear says snakes eat the bad stuff. Oh, okay. I know the same thing can be said of uh, spiders, but uh-uh. I can't do it. Snakes and spiders, no way. And Unicorn says, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, one of those movies I went to with a great deal of expectation and felt greatly rewarded. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually didn't have any expectation. I was like, "What is this? What is this craziness?" And I was so pleasantly surprised. But I caught it on late night TV. and they were playing it late night, and it was so hilarious. I was just chuckling. I was I was wondering if my mom probably was asleep at that time, if I was gonna wake her up. And my boy call says, for she's a good, jolly good fellow, and have a great you day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, look, Dark Plato is here. Hey, hey, gang. And oh boy, I don't know what that means. That's a latest Nautilus TV retro. What does that mean? It's Latin for something. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna close the shop up, and I really appreciate everybody coming through today, um, and helping me to celebrate this birthday, and all the birthday wishes. Just so great. So great. Oh yes, thank you, Darth Plato. Happy birthday to you. Thank you so much. Um, I do have a oh, Mama versus. I think Plato is casting a spell. Oh, is it one of what kind of? Oh, is that what? Oh, that's what that meant. Oh, that's what that meant. Thank you, Darth Plato. It was a birthday spell, so I could have a happy birthday. Oh man, thank you guys. Uh, yes, so I do have a 3-minute video in which you can say goodbye to any of the friends you have in the chat, and any new friends that you made today, and any last words that you may have for me, any suggestions or so on. But I hope you have a great day. Without further ado, guys, I bid you adieu, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.